There was a time having two wireless transmitter to one receiver and going into the camera was impossible. This was pretty much the workhorse that you have. Every filmer and movie maker that you have out there in the market will probably have a pair of this, and it's a one-to-one, one transmitter to one receiver. Viewers, you are watching the full review of the Cartefo 2 transmitter to one receiver wireless lavalier system. How good is this? So our usual good points and bad points style of review. Good point number one, it is this big. So I would say this is small because all three units is this size. The transmitter and the receiver, three of them is this size. Well, I've seen smaller transmitter units. Look at the LUC150. This is my favorite workhorse. The transmitters are really small, but the receiver is twice the size of this. Good point number two, that's the price. Don't you think that this is like one of the cheapest you can get in the market? Look at the Rode Go 2, Holyland LUC150, the Synco G2, and this. This is like one of the cheapest. Good point number three, no LCD panel needed. Because I think that's why you can keep the cost down. I don't see the point of why you need an LCD panel, right?
I mean, know how loud you are.
Well, you're monitoring it. Why do you want to look at the LCD panel? Here's my point. Even if you have an LCD panel, Yi Chong, do you depend on it? You don't, right? Unless you want to tell me whether it's muted or not. So I would say that not having an LCD panel is one of the reasons why this is good. You keep the cost down. It has a built-in microphone, and also at the same time it has a mic jack here, which means that you can connect a microphone to it. And the good point is that every unit of the transmitter comes with its own microphone capsule. Next good point, no fast build. Look at this. It's got an on button in the center. If you press on it, you just turn it on. And then it's already receiving audio from this mic here. And then you have a charging port, which is USB-C, and has built-in battery. At the same time, when you press on these two buttons together, it pairs itself to the receiver, and the minus button will lower its volume, the plus button brings it up. You don't need to have a rocket science to know how to use it. I still remember there was a time that you need to do an infrared pairing with the Sennheiser unit, and not only that, you got to set this pilot, and then you got to set, oh my god, you need a PhD to use that. This is so easy to use, and it has a built-in clip. You can clip it anywhere you want. Well, clipping it anywhere you want is not exactly the right way to do this. I seriously encourage you to head onto my website here. Check out this e-learning here, the e-learning of videography, where we teach you step by step how you can go into videography. And one of the important segments here was that we teach you all about microphone and how you can hide your wireless lavalier microphone. And check out the price of this course. Really, it's just US $4.99. It doesn't get cheaper than that for all the 17, 18 lessons that we have in there. All thanks to Holyland for making this lesson possible. Next good point, Cartefo gives you everything. 3 USB cables C for each of the unit. 2 lavalier microphone, including this G windshield. I'm wearing one. This is really long. And then TRS cable that goes into your camera. So one of this end goes to the receiver, one of this end goes to your camera's microphone in jack. And then if you ever want to connect to your smartphone, which is why a lot of people do that. In fact, if you check out this lesson, we taught how you can do good filming just by using your smartphone. TRS goes to the receiver, TRRS goes to your smartphone. It's called TRS because it's tip ring shield, TRRS tip ring shield. So whenever you see TRRS, it's supposed to be connected to your smartphone. And Cartefo was nice enough to ship this additionally with 2 windshield. And this goes into a cute little pouch. In fact, I think you can fit everything in here, isn't it, Yi Chong? And of course, a pair of transmitter and 1 receiver, which is now connected to the camera that's filming now. Okay, so what's the next good point?
I'm not sure if you consider this a good point, but the oversized clip can clip it to a handphone.
Yeah, you do have a point, because one of the biggest problem with clips like this is that they make it so small that it will actually break. So you tried this, you can actually do this. Oh, you can, you know. Yeah, so you can, okay, like film this, right? Yeah, not too bad. But here's the thing I found out. When you try to use the clip, you will accidentally click on this button. But it's not a problem, because you will actually need to hold it long enough for it to turn off, right? Okay. All right, so viewers, the bad points. What's the first bad point?
No display.
Why is no display a bad point?
I do not know whether you are muted. I do not know the volume settings.
Okay, if you say that bad point number one is there's no mute button. Yes, I agree. There's no mute button, right? But Yi Chong, I know you mentioned that there's no mute. I'll argue with you about the LCD later. But the point is that when you have two units of transmitter, one is in actor A and the other one is in actor B, and you put them, hide them behind the actors, you might even clip it behind the bra, or anywhere you want to hide it away from the viewer's view. The problem is that when you are only shooting actor A, you need to mute actor B. So you were saying that there is no mute button. Let me share with you what you can do this. Turn the freaking mic off. So that's how you mute it, right? And now I'm gonna argue with you about LCD panel. I always felt that LCD panels increases the cost of a product, because not only you are putting in the LCD panel, you have to prompt it, you have to program it and put chip in there to make sure that all the icons have meaning. So why would you need an LCD panel? You need to calibrate it anyway. Every time we have a mic, you'll be saying that, okay, do a sound check with me, and then I'll go sound check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you don't actually look at the volume. True? Right? So now I know what you mean. You have no indication that the mic is muted. So this is what we always do. Am I muted? Am I muted? Am I muted? This is what we do. But okay, I agree with you. Not having an LCD panel can be disadvantageous. But if putting in an LCD panel drives the cost up by another $99 US, I'd rather not have the LCD panel. Next bad point. It's kind of tricky to find out which website sells this. I'm not sure why. But anyhow, if you have the problem of looking for this product, I know what it means. One of the biggest problems that buyers have is that if it's difficult to buy, then it's difficult to claim warranty. So here's what we have done. If you look at the description section of this video, we have included links where you can get your Star 200 T2 microphone. Next bad point, we did mention that it comes with windshield, but this is one of the most hardest to put on windshield. Most of the brands would give you a windshield that you can snap on. They have a little leg that you can push into the mic in hole. But this comes with a elastic toupee kind of thing. And when you put it on, it's actually riskily on the on-off button. So it looks like this now. So this is how it looks like. It looks like it's huge. But I've tried it on. Having the windshield on is actually quite cool. But in a way, it increases the bass. And finally, my last complaint. This button here is too... Here's the thing. I totally dislike buttons that have LCD around the button or in the button. You know why? Because if you were to press this, there's no way I know whether I've turned it on. And modern electronic devices have this press and hold to turn on and off. So if I'm pressing the button, tell me that I know it's on. Okay, here's the trick. Press it, hold your breath, turn it, it's off. Press it, hold your breath, it's on. Okay, so not a big deal. Stop complaining. Look at the price. So viewers, conclusion time. After going through all the good points and the bad points, I'm tempted to give this product a 4.2 or 4.5 out of 5, considering the price and the ease of use. I mean, it helps you to get started. But one of my biggest worry. Now I've got to give you, Katifo, I've got to give you the benefit of the doubt that this is a good product. But what I'm about to say is something a little bit personal and based on my bad experiences of maybe buying something cheap and maybe buying something small and plasticky. Yichong, here's my point. Whenever I see something like that, it's cheap, it's no fast build, it's, you know, take it out of the box, no fancy stuff, it always gives me the perception that it spoils easily because it's so plasticky. So because of that, I would say that this is a 3.8. So 3.8 and 4.2, overall, I would rate it as a 4. As long as you don't break on me, okay? If I can get to use this product more than 6 months, I would say I get my ROI back. So in conclusion, here's my advice. If you're new, you're getting started, it's the first microphone you're buying, you don't need to think anymore because the price is really good. And whenever you buy something which is slightly low price, remember this. If you use it more than X amount of months, you get your ROI back. If it's spoiled, just smile. Breathe and smile. If it doesn't spoil, breathe longer, smile wider. Oh, one important thing, when you watch our videos, our reviews are not paid. If it is paid, we'll let you know. And this is not a paid review. So brands, if you have products, new launches or new models of whatever it is that pertains to photography, lenses, videography, filming, audio, whatever, feel free to send to us. We'll go through the good points and bad points. And viewers, you must be thinking like, how do YouTubers and people like us, influencers or teachers that teaching online, I don't call myself an influencer, I don't even call myself a YouTuber because I'm 50 years old this year. All I can tell you is I'm a teacher that teaches filming and photography online in YouTube. My point is this, a lot of people ask me like, how do you survive if those brands send you products and then you do review but you don't charge them? I don't believe you. Believe us, because the logic is this. When brands send us products, we review them. I always look at this email that we send to them. We always clearly say that we will go through the good points and the bad points, and we will just tell viewers honestly what we think and then rate it. If you're not comfortable with this, don't send us anything. And even if you send us those things, we will not send you back because the cost of shipping to send you back can be expensive because of the taxes and all this. So that's why we made it clear that if you send it to us, we're going to keep this, but then we're going to pass this down to our students that come for classes so they can learn to use this product and then know that, oh, this is how it's like using a $500 mic compared to a $200 mic, and that's important knowledge. So that said, if you have products, feel free to send us an email. If you are watching this as a review, reviewers like us would make money from Google AdSense. If a new microphone lands on our lap first, we review it first. We'll be the first people on YouTube that review it. So when you type the keywords, we'll be up there on the list. We'll have higher views and we have higher ratings and higher income on AdSense. Does it make sense to you? Because there's so many people out there thinking that, oh, he's doing review and he's saying more nice things than bad things. That means that he's probably paid. No, it's not. I mean, how many more bad things you want? Okay, I know what you want me to say. You wanted me to say that I hope it comes with fluorescent green color. No, that's not logical. We just say what the good points are, what the bad points are. So overall, this I would say is a 4-star product.